Hey guys, Fireworks here. Hope you all having a great day. In this video, we are going to import our drop that Ariza provided for us, and then we are going to write some scripts in Unity to land it on ground. Okay, let's begin. Here I created a basic scene. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It's just some props and game objects. Now I'm going to import our drop and test the cloth animation. As you may know, every 3D software has its own 3D coordinate system. In Unity, forward direction is represented by z-axis. And by checking this box, we're gonna make sure our model will behave fine, even if it was created with different coordinate system in mind. Now, let's just watch the cloth animation that Iriza provided for us. Pretty awesome. Nice. Now I'm going to drag the drop model to the scene. Give it a better position. Kinda closer to the camera. Then I'm going to add animator component to our model. Now I'm going to create animator controller for our drop. Let's name it something meaningful, something like drop animator controller, then assign it to animator component. I'm going to open it in animator window by double clicking on it. I'm going to drag our cloth animation from the model to animator window. It will automatically create animation state for us. Let's name it something meaningful, something like landing. Now make sure our project is saved, everything is fine, and hit play. Nice, kinda love it. Now let's just take a moment and enjoy the view. Okay, that's enough. Now what we are going to do is using DOTween to animate the position of our drop. So DOTween will be responsible for drop's landing. Let's just drag and drop the DOTween to Unity. Now click Open DOTween tab, set up DOTween, wait a little bit, and apply it. Since we want to have a full control over our tween's play, I'm gonna make sure the autoplay is set to none. By default, as soon as we create a tween, DOTween will play it automatically, and that's not intended behavior for our project. And by checking autoplay to none, you as a developer is responsible for playing the tween yourself. Now I'm going to import our scripts folder to Unity. Here I created two separate scripts in two different namespace or folder, drop and care package manager. Let's open care package manager. Here our care package manager has different fields like drop, drop points, and height. We have awake method, and in our awake method we are going to hide our drop, and we have two other methods, release drop and drop grounded. In our release drop method we are going to find a random landing spot, then we are going to tell our drop to release with associated spot, height, and a callback. Now let's take a closer look at our drop script. In here we have two fields, one animator and one string hash that's provided by animator component. In our awake method, we are going to cache a reference to our attached animator, and we have a release method that used by care package manager with 3 different parameters: spot, height, and a callback. At first, we are going to make sure our game object is active. Then we are going to store spot position in a variable. Then add a specific height to it and make sure our drop is in provided height. Then we're gonna tell the DOTween to animate the position of our drop in a specific time. Then we are going to register a delegate to onComplete event, play the landing animation, and invoke the callback that we receive from care package manager. And in play landing animation, we are going to ask animator to play landing animation by setting land trigger. And we use this hide method in care package manager to hide our drop in the start of the game. Now let's land some drop. I'm going to drag and drop the drop script to our drop. Let's be honest, that was really hard to pronounce. Now I'm going to create an empty object, reset its transform, give it a meaningful name, care package manager, add care package manager component to it, drag and drop our drop to drop field, again, set our height to 50 meters. Now let's just create some landing spots. I'm going to create an empty object, give it a meaningful name, landing spot. For our landing spot, I'm going to copy the word placement of our drop to first landing spot. Now I'm going to create 2 other landing spots by duplicating the first one, then position them properly. To see our landing spots properly, I'm going to select them and create a label for them. Just make sure the gizmo toggle is on in scene and game view. Now I'm going to assign our landing spots to drop point of care package manager. If we take a look at our play landing animation method, we are going to see that we use a parameter here, and in our drop animator controller we didn't provide any. Now it's time to create our parameter here. By default, when the game is started, our drop animation will be played automatically, and this is not intended behavior for our project. What we're gonna do is create an empty state. Then we are going to use the land trigger for transition from an empty state to our landing state. In this way, we have a full control over the timing of the landing animation. Now, if we take a closer look at release drop method, we are going to see that we never actually call this method. I'm going to use a simple button for calling this method. I'm going to anchor my button properly on the left and the middle, set the proper position for it, and make it a little bigger. Now give it a proper name, something like release drop, and now assign our care package release drop method to our onClick event. Make sure everything is set properly, save scene. And as you can see, we have one asset usage here that's telling me that one button is using this method. Let's just play. Make sure our gizmo is set to turn off. And release a drop. Nice. And as you can see, we have a ungrounded callback here that we register to our Tween's onComplete event. Just wanna try one more. Release drop. And nice. As you can see, our landing spot choose randomly and we have grounded callback here. That's pretty awesome. If you like this video, make sure to follow and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until then, keep creating and see you.